Hello, quote artisans. My name is Shonda, and welcome to my channel under the Needle Quilting and Crafts. So, just real quick, I almost got scammed. Like, almost got, almost got scammed. So, last Thursday, I did my giveaway winners. I did my video and I announced the winners. So, I checked my email later in the day, and I have an email from one of the winners saying, hey, here's my information. Cool. Check my email a little bit later, and there's another person saying, hey, they said, hey, I'm so glad I won, but I live in Indonesia. So do you want to, mail it out here, or do you want to just send me the equivalent in cash? Now, I'm aware that mailing anything to Indonesia is really, really expensive. I'm also aware that I don't send money to people that I don't know. So my response was, no, we can do two things. Either you can give me your address or I can mail it to you, or you can forfeit your prize and I can choose another winner. And then I kind of just left it at that. Then later on that day, I get another email from that same person. So basically what had happened was, and I don't know how, I don't know if there's one of you out there that did this, that watches my videos, or has someone happened to come across my video and heard me announce the name, or if it was that someone, some kind of bot came across my video, but it was like the same day. And whoever it was, created an email address that matched the name of the person, the winner that I picked. They created a Gmail account using that name to make it look like them, to make it look like they were real, but they weren't real. They weren't real. Oh God, I'm wearing the same shirt I wore on Thursday, and no, I did not wash it. I didn't, because I didn't go nowhere on Thursday. So I was clean. I put it on a clean body. I took it off. I took a shower, and then I hung it up. I will often wear my things more than once. Don't tell nobody. I ain't got time to be washing things I only wore once. Except socks and underwear. Undergarments are different, okay? Undergarments are different. But yeah, I can't, I'm just, because that's one of the reasons why I do it this way. One of the reasons why I say the name out loud live is to try to keep something like this from happening. And it didn't work. I'm just glad that I was smart enough not to send money, because, it would cost me like $40 to ship to Indonesia. And so at a minimum, that was the cheapest price that I saw, was $40 to ship to Indonesia. And, and the email that, the person had, a bit broken English in the email, but I don't want to like criticize anyone for that. There's a lot of people for whom English is their second language. And then to have to learn to speak it and write it at the same time, like, I'm not going to make fun of anybody for that. And it was an American name. But there are a lot of Americans that don't have the best writing and grammar. So, I didn't want to just be like, oh, well, you have broken grammar in your email, so therefore you must be a fraudster. So I didn't want to make that assumption. And I honestly just didn't give it a thought. It just never occurred to me that it could be a scam in the first place. Well, that's not true. That's not true. It did occur to me, because you know how you can have the way your name appears, the way your email appears, and then what it actually is might be two different things, like if you click on it. So I did click on the email to make sure that it wasn't like another name hidden behind it. I did click on the email address, because it did. I was like, well, yes. Normally y'all just send me your name and email, your name and your mailing address, and that's it. This didn't have any name. It didn't have any address. Well, theoretically, it had the name because the name of the person I named in the video. But it was, there was no address. It was just like, hey, friend, I'm so glad. The friend should have been, that should have tipped me off, the friend. The hey, friend, or hello, friend. That should have been the tip off. It should have. That should have tipped me off. But it just didn't. It just didn't. I'm just glad that I got contacted by the real person who explained that the name that I named isn't even her real first name. That's like her middle name. Because she wanted to explain why the full name for me to mail it to was different from the name that I read out loud. And she explained that and all that. And then I was like, oh, I almost got scammed I almost got scammed. I thought I was smarter. I got to be more careful. They're getting better. The fraudsters are getting better. Yeah, so that's really all I wanted to say. This happened Thursday, and today is Monday. I'm just now making the video, but I didn't even know if I was going to make a video, but I couldn't let it go. I couldn't let it go. So be careful out there. The frauding, I mean, because I'm really good with the email. The email fraud, I'm really good at. I'm really good at the email fraud. Because I cannot tell you how many emails I have gotten from Best Buy and Amazon that have been fraudulent. And some of them look really real. To the point where I've screenshot some of them and sent them to my kids because I know my kids order from Amazon a lot. And unfortunately, it seems like my old self at 47 has more internet literacy and media literacy than my children who were growing up in this age. Because I guess when the internet came out, we were taught to be skeptical. We were taught to be skeptical of everything we saw on the internet. And because it was a new technology. And so we were taught to be skeptical. And I feel like these kids that are growing up with it aren't taught to be skeptical of the internet. And they really need to be. They need to be more skeptical than we were, than I was when I got this technology at age, 19, 20. They need to be more skeptical now. It's even harder to tell what's real from what's fake. And that's scary. Anywho, that's it for me. And I'll see you guys in the next video.